The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, this is their first time.
Oh, say does that star-spangled.
We are live in Phoenix, Arizona, as the Suns are about to go into this intercut. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it, 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in the regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. Stretching out those windows where you're not getting 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Hardaway is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Farrell in at the point.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Hardaway from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice shot, squaring up from long range, drilling the 3. That'll put some pressure on you.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with head coach Earl Watson. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Good work, David. Thank you. It sounds like defense is going to be the key for them today.
And it usually is. They try to use their D to make life miserable for every opponent they play.
You're absolutely right, Greg. That suffocating defense has become a calling card. Nobody looks forward to playing this team.
Heating up early on, this is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Here's McCollum. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
Booker the pass to Conley. Favors with the screen. Conley kicks to Booker. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
Kev, how about the lightning quick release? It makes Booker really hard to contest and catch and shoot.
Teletovic inside the line. Again, the Hawks score. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley dishes to Favors. Chandler is screen. Out left to the wing. Butler against Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A deep shot specialist. Booker with the silky smooth release.
Kick by O'Quinn. Farrell passes to McCollum. Teletovic the screen. And it's McCollum off the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Conley kicks to Butler. Favors with the screen. They set the pick. Back to Butler. Here's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
The Hawks trail by 4. Farrell kicks to Hardaway. And stolen by Butler. And now the Suns a fast break. And he lays it up and in. Butler's got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Here's Farrell. 9 points last game out. Now the feed to McCollum. No good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 6. Conley kicks to Butler. Chandler a screen. Fires the 3. Butler no good. The Hawks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Hardaway kicks to McCollum. Passed it to Ledovich. He feeds it to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Hawks passing it around. Here's McCollum. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Booker dishes to Conley. Favors with the screen. McCollum against Booker. Favors with a screen on McCollum. Here's Booker. Out to Chandler. Booker the pass to Conley. He dishes it to Butler. But 3. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Butler. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And O'Quinn kicks to McCollum. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 7.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better. Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Favors. And Favors a good post threat. Doris, he can hit that hook shot with either hand.
And the footwork serves him well in the pick and roll. Even when the help is there, this guy can maneuver and create his own shot around the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, you look back at the history of the Phoenix Suns, and they have had some incredible players suit up for them.
Well, you think Sir Charles, one of the famous names that have played for the franchise, but Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson. I mean, we're talking about some great players. I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup, the teardrop.
Conley dishes to Booker. Pass to Butler. Chandler with a screen for Butler. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Doris, we've heard plenty of coaches say it. If you're going to take it to the rack, man, take it strong. Who would you say are some of the more aggressive dunkers that you see in the NBA now?
Yeah, so on his own, creating his own opportunities at the rim, Russell Westbrook comes to mind, LeBron James. Sometimes I feel like he's going to tear the backboard from the stanchion. DeAndre Jordan and Andre Drummond sometimes are the recipients of either offensive rebounding, putback, great dunks. There are so many, Kev, but those are just a couple of names that pop.
And the Antetokounmpo kid in Milwaukee, the way he is so long and seemingly out of place, and then all of a sudden those arms extend another 3 feet and he dunks it and go, wow, how in the world did he reach it? How did he do that?
The guy is like, he's a pterodactyl. The guy can take off from the top of the key and cover ground and throw it down. It's unbelievable.
Okafor is checked in for Phoenix. Young comes in for Devin Booker. Then for the Hawks, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Muhammad comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Emmanuel Mudiay is subbed in for Farrell. Young against McCollum. Young outside. Shot off the pick. Left side, Butler. And the layup is good. Butler's got 14 points.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Mudiay kicks to McCollum. Ilyasova against Williams. Dishes it to Muhammad. To the inside. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist for Mudiay. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
You know, you love that strong finish. Lopez has carved out space and used his size so well.
Young with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And Young kicks to Butler. Over Ilyasova. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
And he's good on the second. And with Mudiay, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Mudiay, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
And Muhammad kicks to Mudiay. Lopez sets a screen for Mudiay. From 12 feet out, good D by James. Suns leading by 15. The dish to Butler. Puts it up from 12. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 20 points for Butler.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Mudiay kicks to Muhammad. Over Butler. They get a hand on it. Okafor with the steal. Young outside. James outside. Picked by Okafor. Butler against Muhammad. And they double up Butler. And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Atlanta calls timeout, and going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Kicks it to Mudiay. Lopez, a screen on James. They need this, Moutier. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. Both free throws good from Moutier. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against Portland.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Lopez a screen. Now here's Moutier, defended by Butler. Muhammad the pass to Ilyasova. Bellinelli dishes to Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, that's good hands on display from Lopez right there, getting it up and down from inside.
James kicks to Young. Williams a screen. Young outside. Here's Butler. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 19. 1:09 left to play in the first. And stolen by James. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And the Suns making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And the pass to Bellinelli. He kicks to Muhammad. Plays it up and banks it in.
It's a big part of Shabazz Muhammad's game. He's unafraid of contact. You get the sense sometimes he relishes it.
Williams kicks to Okafor. That drops, and it comes off in a switch between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Moutier. James with some nice D. Suns leading by 22. Young with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Muhammad. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Phoenix Suns. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard.
It's hard to doubt that. Dedication of Jimmy Butler, he's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Muhammad. Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Moutier in at the point guard. And he's good on the second. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. Can make threes. It can't be that hard.
Maybe. Now here's Moutier. Tight defense on him. Ilyasova a screen. And Bellinelli kicks to Muhammad. Over Chris. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Bellinelli. Bellinelli's got 3 assists now in this one. Suns leading by 22. Pass to Chris. James sets the screen for Chris. James outside. Back to Robinson. Here's Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Suns.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Of course, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
And the second free throw, good. This Hawks squad is struggling. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. And now the Suns, a fast break. James, the pass to Robinson. On the wing, James. Defended by Moutier. James kicks to Robinson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
But confidence is not an issue. Muhammad knows what he's doing offensively.
James kicks to Williams. Pass to Chris. Picked by Williams. Robinson for 3. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. Got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Atlanta calls timeout. Making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Alan Williams. Devin Booker comes in for Nick Young. And it's Mike Conley in for James. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Muhammad. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Moutier.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they missed, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Farrell passes to McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That's his third foul of the game. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Booker dishes to Conley. There's a screen by Chris. Conley kicks to Chris. Back to Conley. Favors sets the pick for Conley. Chris. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Hardaway. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, sweet move there, taking the defender off the dribble and then just cruising in for the layup.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Favors sets the pick for Chris. Outside Favors. Conley kicks to Robinson. Favors with the screen. Off the pick. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Pick by O'Quinn. McCollum kicks to Hardaway. Passes it to Farrell. A three ball. It's good from long range. Farrell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the 3. Nice.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. There's a screen by Chris. Booker, right side, 6 to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
Conley with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
They get it again. And again, Derek Favors. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Favors has been efficient in the paint throughout his career. This guy is so crafty at getting excellent position.
Pick by O'Quinn. Farrell passes to O'Quinn. Booker against McCollum. Here's the teardrop. No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
It would be hard to identify a phase of the game where they were crisp. Not the passing, not the shooting. Defensive rotations were off. You could critique them up and down.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Chris, and it's Butler in for Robinson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
But he gets it back. Pick by O'Quinn, and a wide open look for McCollum, nailed from three-point land.
Gonna show you guys some Devin Booker defense, specialty defense right here. This is how you can test a shot. Textbook. Hand in the face, close out slow. Yep. Perfect.
McCollum's got 12.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Kicks it out to Booker. Favors with the screen. Shoots from the high post. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Devin Booker out of the University of Kentucky was taken 13th overall in the 2015 draft, Doris. And after the first few years he's had, there have been a lot of teams kicking themselves for not taking Booker earlier.
Right. You wonder, did he slip in the draft because he never started in college? But remember, he did win 6th Man of the Year, and you've got to base your evaluations on what your eye test is.
Favors, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Favors got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, wonderful execution from Derek Favors. This guy's a bull, and it's really hard to deal with the strength that he brings.
Farrell kicks to McCullough, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Hawks. For 3, Booker. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Farrell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. McCollum against Butler. From 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 14 points for him.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Conley gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Farrell kicks to O'Quinn. Feeds it to McCollum. Picked by O'Quinn, and it's McCollum off the drive. Chandler with the block.
One of the great rim protectors, really, over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one.
Conley dishes to Butler. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Farrell. Outside Hardaway. The kick out to Ilyasova. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ilyasova's got his first basket. Suns leading by 21. Booker outside. The feed to Butler. Chandler a screen. Butler kicks to Favors. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And when you look at Derek Favors, do you think, Doris, he's maximized his potential, or is there still room to grow?
No, I definitely think he's got a higher ceiling. Favors is a guy who came into the league after just 1 year at Georgia Tech. So let's remember, he's still mid-20s right now. And the way this guy works, he's going to get better and better.
First one falls for him.
I got to tell you, Kev, I love watching Derek Favors play the game. I think this guy's reliable, and he still has a ton of upside.
Some changes for Phoenix. Okafor's checked in for Chandler. Young comes in for Devin Booker, and James subbed in for Mike Conley. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Muhammad comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Bellinelli, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Yogi Ferrell. Muhammad, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Butler, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got 24.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Bellinelli kicks to Muhammad. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. He feeds it to Lopez. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
And Young kicks to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
Dishes it to Bellinelli. Kicks to Muhammad. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Muhammad's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Screen by Young. James, the pass to Butler. Over Muhammad. Butler missing again. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Moutier dishes to Muhammad. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by James. Now here's Moutier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And here is James, picked by Okafor. Three-pointer, Butler, good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Kev, so important that you be able to work off a screen, and Butler with the quick survey.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. Boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind us right now. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 27 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, you got to respect the...
That about wrapped.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. Atlanta with the ball. Favors is out there with Chandler. Then it's Conley. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And O'Quinn kicks to Farrell. Stolen by Michael Conley. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And let's check out stats for Hardaway. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Robin Lopez. Back to McCollum. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Butler. Stolen by McCollum. Here we go, one-on-one. Over Booker. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Outside Butler. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Butler's got 29 in the game.
Boy, that's high percentage range for Jimmy Butler, I'll tell you.
McCollum kicks to Farrell. Back to McCollum. He dishes it to Teletovic. Out to the right wing. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Farrell, covered by Conley. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, Teletovic. Rebound by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Butler kicks to Conley. Back to Butler. The dish now to Booker. Favors with a screen on Teletovic. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, it's all about reading the screen. Booker showing tremendous intelligence in most everything he does.
Farrell kicks to McCollum. Chandler with the defensive effort.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in the second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
And a look here at the shot chart for Butler.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Atlanta with the ball. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Booker. Booker against McCollum. Here's the floater. Conley grabs the miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Back to Farrell. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. But 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's the pass to Hardaway. He kicks it to Teletovic. Outside Hardaway. And just miss after miss right now. The Suns have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up.
And the basket by McCollum.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
And stolen by Teletovic. Goes up, and McCollum throws it down hard.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month, the shot block leaders. You look at O'Quinn, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. Chris comes in for Derek Favors. Knocked away. The kick outside to Butler. Just 2 to shoot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Atlanta's gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McCollum against Booker. Now McCollum, he's got 20. Good on the bucket. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Conley, the pass to Butler. For 3, Booker. Offensive rebound, Williams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I'll tell you, when he gets in that deep, there simply has to be some help defensively. The size mismatch is just too great there.
It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Hardaway. Teletovic the screen. Hardaway kicks to Farrell. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And here's Conley outside. Fresh 24 for the Suns. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Cullen passes to Farrell. Picked by O'Quinn. And here's McCollum for 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Farrell for 3. Here's Hardaway. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Young's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and James subbed in for Mike Conley. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Ilyasova comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Bellinelli, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Moutier in for Yogi Ferrell. On the free throw, no good. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Suns leading by 22. James kicks to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Suns. There's a screen by Chris. James, the pass to Chris. And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half. Moutier with the ball. 5 points in the game. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
And Phoenix making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for the Hawks. Here's James. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Booker dishes to James. Pass to Booker. Young outside. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now here's Muhammad. 10 points for him. Passes it to Moutier. Ilyasova a screen. Back to Moutier. From beyond the arc. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Picked by Okafor, but tried by Booker. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
Moutier kicks to Ilyasova. Muhammad on the wing. Defended by Young. Young against Muhammad. Over Young. Rejected by Young. Booker in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Moutier pass to Muhammad. Fires from 18. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 4 assists now tonight. James kicks to Young. Okafor inside. Lopez is there. Picked by Okafor. Young dishes to Okafor. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Moutier, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
James kicks to Young. Okafor with a screen on Muhammad. Young. Foul on the play. Basket counts. So it'll be a three-point play chance.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Suns. There's 1:26 left in the third. The turnaround Jay, no good off the front iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Drills the three-pointer.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
1:05 left in the third. Moutier kicks to Muhammad. Can they get it? And it goes down 2 points. Muhammad's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Feeds to Williams. Okafor against Lopez. Picked by Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by James and stolen by Ilyasova. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Suns shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okafor in the post. Lopez covering.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And here's Moutier. Back to Bellinelli. Lopez, a screen on Young. Bellinelli with the three. And so it's Phoenix out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much... Now James, fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Emmanuel Moutier out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Ilyasova. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. Young from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Moutier pass to Muhammad. Over Robinson. Muhammad, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Young. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Hey, Doris, on the subject of league expansion, Commissioner Silver has said that 30 teams feels about right at this point. How long do you think it's going to be before we add another franchise or two to the NBA?
Right. Let me just say that I completely concur with Commissioner Silver. The last thing we want to see when the NBA is at its peak in popularity is expansion that might dilute some of the competitiveness that we want to see happen. The bigger question right now is these super team issues. Are we at a point where there is such disparity between the best teams in the league and the worst? Let's address that first, and then we can look at expansion down the road.
So you do not like the super team aspect that we're beginning to see formulated from time to time?
I don't necessarily want to say that. I think the jury is still out, Kevin. We have to see how the next 2 or 3 years plays out as it relates to both Cleveland and Golden State. I think there was a period in the 80s where it felt like it was the Lakers and the Celtics every year. Let's not overreact, but certainly let's not add teams before we make sure we are where we need to be from competitiveness standpoint.
Robinson kicks to Young. Robinson against Muhammad. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's what you call bullying your way around the paint. Muhammad draws the foul and goes to the line.
Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that 6-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev. You don't find too many 6th men who will come and consistently shoot over 45%. Shabazz Muhammad has done exactly that, and it's rare to have that kind of efficiency off the bench.
James kicks to Robinson. Here's Chandler. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Here's Moutier, banked in off the glass. James with it. It's Young on the wing. Chandler dishes to James. It's Okafor atop the key. Fires for 3, and Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Okafor. Young's got 15 points here in the second half. The feed now to Bellinelli. There's a good screen. Dishes to Muhammad. Over Robinson, and again it's Atlanta.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Okafor. That one falls.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Kicks it to Bellinelli. Doris, we know coaches need to win to keep their jobs. However, they need great players to win, which falls on the shoulders of a general manager. So why are more coaches fired for poor team performance than GMs, you think?
You know, I think what's fascinating to me, and this is a supposition I've heard other broadcasters talk about, which I believe should be instituted. Instead of just showing the coach's record on national broadcast, why don't we include the record of the GM? Because the coaches are not ultimately responsible unless they're responsible for both jobs, which we do see on occasion. But to me, the general manager has a significant role to the win-loss record, and both should be included.
And maybe when the owner says, hey, I'll pick the coach, it doesn't affect you. But if you pick the coach, you're tied with that coach. You're joined at the hip.
Great point. Great point.
Goes up with a stripe, and that one comes up a bit short. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lopez a screen. Moutier pass to Ilyasova. The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. Off target from 3-point range. Robinson against Muhammad. Okafor with the screen on Ilyasova. And stolen by Ilyasova. Muhammad against Robinson. 2 points. That one goes. 24 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
Maybe one of those unconscious scoring nights for Muhammad. He has the skill set to do it.
James kicks to Chandler. Back to James. Chandler a screen. Doris, the revenue-generating streams for players these days, more endorsements, acting opportunities, event appearances, you name it. What impact do you think that has had on the evolution of guys wanting to play in big markets, big cities?
You know, I think the world is smaller, and so it's not necessarily a requirement to be in a large market in order to have some marketing success. You know, you look at any number of stars, even Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City, he's pitching any number of major company because of the level of talent. So I think it's been a good thing. I think it really comes down to where are these players comfortable. It's much more about organization and opportunity to win than it is city.
Here's Moutier. They set the screen, and Bellinelli kicks to Muhammad. The kick out to Ilyasova. Ilyasova a screen. Shot clock at 5 from past the arc. Chris with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Robinson dishes to James. Calderon kicks to Chris. And again, it's the Suns missing. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bellinelli passes to Moutier. Back to Bellinelli. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Calderon. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Chris throws it down.
How exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
To the left side wing. Moutier kicks to Muscala. Back to Moutier. Rebound by the Suns. Okafor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. James outside. And now here's Chris. Defended by Ilyasova. Baseline try. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Moutier kicks to Muscala. On the wing, James. Defended by Moutier. It's stolen by Moutier. Over James. Moutier with the basket. The Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Pick by Okafor. Chris kicks to James. Okafor sets the pick for James. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
But a screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
Down low. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's a screen by Chris. Now, here's Calderon. Not a lot of room. 5 to shoot. Over Bellinelli. Off the left rim and out. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Muscala. The kick out to Ilyasova. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, I think the best part of his tremendous three-point ability as a big man is just how much it stretches the defense.
Chris passed to Calderon. 8 feet away. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now Bellinelli. Muhammad up top. Doris, there are always rumblings about teams and players who don't like what the press is writing about them, trying to ban certain media members from the locker room. What's the danger, you think, in doing that?
To me, any credentialed media should never be banned from a locker room, from an opportunity to bring their fans closer to the sport, simply because you object either about the content of the coverage or the amount of coverage does not exclude a media member from the locker room. I think it's a very dangerous precedent, Kev.
Good point. Now, here's Moutier. James covering. Moutier with the basket.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
James dishes to Calderon. There's a screen by Chris. James kicks to Calderon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Calderon passes to James. There's a screen by Chris. James kicks to Calderon. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable. How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
There's a screen by Chris. In the corner, it's James. He feeds it to Okafor. Back to James. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Clock at 6. Robinson for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
And Bellinelli kicks to Muhammad. Over Robinson. No good there off the double clutch. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.